The geese in Arvada better get lost because they're about to come face to face with the Goosinator.
The Goosinator is a device that was invented to haze geese and get them off of the properties where they cause damage and a big mess.
Westwood's golf course, it's home to thousands of geese, especially in the winter months.
There's a resident flock in Denver, and we get a lot of those that live here year-round. And then when the migratory geese come in, they'll literally cover up a couple of par 4 holes.
Not anymore.
It's a radio-controlled, remote-controlled device. To start the Goosinator, we turn on the control here, and we plug in the battery. That controls the rudder. That's how we steer it. This trigger runs the propeller.
And off it goes.
The only thing it won't do is fly. It'll go over turf, snow, ice, water. It can go probably about 10 or 15 miles an hour, but we like to keep it slow. We basically try to give the geese an impression that it's a predator trying to stalk them. The more that it circles them, the more nervous they get.
And they just simply fly away. And it's not like Westwoods hasn't tried other methods.
We've actually had a trained dog out here hazing geese, but they can only come out so many times a day, and they have to have a handler, but they don't want to go into the lakes when it's cold. We've used various different kinds of chemicals. They used to have a product that was from the hot sauce industry. We'd spray it on the turf. The geese didn't like that. They pretty much figure out pretty quick where that was. There's a grape flavoring called grape anthranilate. We've used that. Unfortunately, that washes off every time it rains, snows, or we irrigate. And there's a product that refracts light off the turf once it's sprayed. And that works, but unfortunately it washes off pretty quick too. And then we've also used 3D silhouettes and coyote decoys, but it doesn't take them too long to figure out that they're not going to move.
It's the Goosinator that works the best.
The only thing I don't like about this product is I didn't think of it.
It's not lethal. It's humane, so it fits the guidelines of the city's wildlife management policy.
It's actually approved by the Division of Wildlife. Hazing is an approved method. It doesn't hurt the geese at all. It scares them.
And the mama and baby geese are off limits.
We don't haze the geese during the spring and the early summer when they have young and they can't fly. There's plenty of forage elsewhere. It's just not here.
Jim Wilkins heard about the Goosinator from the inventor himself, who's from Denver. He visited some area golf courses to see it in action and heard great reviews from them, so he bought one in February of 2014. That's a bargain compared to the man-hours spent chasing geese and picking up their droppings.
When we start cleaning up after them in the winter, we have 27 holes here. By the time we finish with 27 holes, we go right back and start over. Real big problem for our customers. They don't like playing in it. It's not really healthy. They carry a lot of bacteria and whatnot in their droppings. They also get on some of our closely mowed turf areas and they dig holes. And it's such a big property. We have 16 ponds and Ralston Creek, and then we have Blund Reservoir and Tucker Lake are nearby, so there are a lot of geese.
No animal has adapted better to the human-built environment than the Canada goose.
But they haven't adapted to this, and hopefully they'll keep right on flying south for the winter.